Why some people keep interrupting. Interrupting is one of the most common and misunderstood communication behaviors. Many people assume that interrupters are simply rude or self-centered, but the truth is more nuanced. People interrupt for psychological, emotional, social, and behavioral reasons that often run deeper than the surface behavior itself. Understanding these underlying causes helps us respond with clarity rather than frustration. Some interruptions come from processing differences. Fast thinkers often complete ideas quickly in their minds and jump to the next point before others finish speaking. Their brain moves ahead, and they interrupt almost reflexively. In contrast, some individuals with slower processing speeds interrupt because they fear they'll forget their point if they don't speak immediately. They aren't trying to cut someone off. They're reacting to mental pressure. Emotional and impulse control factors also play a major role. People who have difficulty managing their impulses may speak without thinking, especially when excited, passionate, stressed, or triggered by a topic. For these individuals, interrupting is not a conscious choice. It's a habit formed from emotional reactivity. Sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. In other cases, someone may have grown up in a household where interrupting was normal, so it became a learned, automatic conversational style. Power dynamics contribute as well. Some people interrupt because they want to take control of the conversation. They may view interrupting as a way to assert dominance or steer discussions in a direction they prefer. In competitive or fast-paced workplaces, interrupting can even become normalized, almost a conversational skill for claiming the floor. Dominant personalities often talk over others without malicious intent, but the effect can still feel dismissive. Another cause is a lack of social awareness. Some people interrupt because they aren't fully tuned into conversational cues, such as pauses, changes in tone, or the rhythm of turn-taking. They may be so focused on what they want to say that they miss signals indicating someone else is still speaking. For neurodivergent individuals, especially those with ADHD or autism, interrupting may result from executive function differences or timing challenges rather than disrespect. Their minds may generate ideas quickly or unpredictably, leading them to speak up before the moment passes. Anxiety is another major driver. People with social anxiety, performance anxiety, or fear of being misunderstood may interrupt to avoid losing their chance to speak. Some worry that if they wait too long, the conversation will move on, and their perspective will be ignored. Interrupting becomes a protective mechanism, a way to make sure their voice enters the discussion before the window closes. Others interrupt because silence makes them uncomfortable, so they fill gaps with rapid responses. Cultural and communication style differences can also shape interrupting behavior. In some cultures or families, overlapping speech is normal and signals enthusiasm, warmth, or engagement. What one person sees as rude, another may view as lively conversation. When two people with different conversational norms interact, interruptions may occur even when no one intends harm. Finally, some interruptions stem from a lack of respect. Although this is not as common as people assume, a person may believe their ideas are more important, or they may prioritize their own time over others. Those with strong ego needs or narcissistic traits may interrupt frequently to return attention to themselves. These are the situations where interrupting feels genuinely dismissive, because the goal is not conversation, but control. Understanding these reasons allows us to respond thoughtfully. Not all interruptions carry the same meaning. Some reflect cognitive differences, some reflect emotional patterns, and some reflect social or cultural habits. Recognizing the cause behind the behavior helps us choose the right response. Whether that means setting boundaries, offering gentle feedback, or adjusting expectations based on someone's communication style.